600 wild horses ridden by a madman who eats other men's dreams and backs them with glory chasers. Ivan Ironman Stewart, 16-time winner of the Baja 500.
Back with the Speed Vision Desert Racing Series coverage of the 1999 Score Laughlin Baja 500. This is race mile 156, El Alamo road crossing, about a third of the way through the race. And Ivan, so far, looking very good.
Well, I tell you, the truck is just running flawless. It hasn't missed a beat up to this point, and hopefully it'll continue on.
Looked really fast coming in there, Ivan.
Good. It's great fun. I just love to drive that truck.
And here's what's great about the Baja 500. The terrain can change so quickly. Ivan, now in the pine forest, a totally different look for you.
That's right. We've got up into the much higher altitude. There's more water. It's greener, as you can see, a lot of vegetation. Just got to watch, smack one of them trees up there.
Well, Ivan gets goggles, chapstick, even some big red gum on a silver platter. They spare no expense as Ivan comes in. He even gets the green carpet treatment. And a lot's going on in this pit stop. You got a film crew preparing for a commercial for Toyota. Everyone wants to be involved, and everyone's got a job to do. Water, goggles, they spare no expense. As we go on board, from Ivan's perspective, how many people are here out in the middle of the Mexican desert to take part in the Baja Fools 40 seconds of fame? And that's about as long as Ivan stayed there. As he left, the mariachi band started up, the margaritas started blending. Their time was done as we're riding with Ivan at about 100 miles an hour. Stay tuned for more race action from the Speed Vision Desert Racing Series coverage of the 1999 Baja 500. We're back with the race coverage of the 1999 Score Tecate Baja 500. And we're at race mile 195. And Ivan, this has got to look familiar to you.
It really does. It's just leaving Valley Trinidad, where we make the hard right-hand corner. We're going to be heading up to Mike Sky Ranch, which is about 5,000 feet or so up the mountains.
On board with Ivan Stewart. Now, Ivan, I was on that helicopter up there above. Does that pose any kind of problem for you as far as distraction?
No, typically it doesn't, Todd. The only thing that does in the past is when the helicopter gets too low and it actually makes dust for me, but it never has been a distraction. Just, I'm having too much fun.
And this is a real narrow section.
Yeah, I got to comment on, he's going 80 miles an hour, he's threading the needle, and there's rocks lurking everywhere.
And then it feels really good to get out to the beach here where it's wide open. If you notice how wide the course is here, where I can really let the truck run without worrying about rocks on the side.
It's just a beautiful section, so picturesque. Do you get a chance to check out the window? I know I'd be looking for good surf, but you look like you have something else on your mind right now.
No, it's really too important to win the race. There's nothing that would be worse than to be docking around and enjoying the scenery and what have you as much as I'd like to, and then make a mistake. So still pretty busy. You still the truck is running so quick. You definitely come up on these ditches really fast.
The last thing Ivan would want to do is clip a rock and get a flat and then go from a 6-minute lead to a 1-minute lead.
So we're listening to the radio, exactly right, Larry. Listening to the radio, seeing where the other competitors are. I know they're behind me, but we have to keep aware that they could be gaining on me, which a couple of guys were. Dan Smith was closing in on us.
Yeah, at this point, everyone's gapping in 315 miles into the race. And Ivan, no gloves, and that's pretty impressive. I know they call you the Ironman for other reasons, but no gloves. Is that something you've always done?
Yeah, I just typically have never used them. I'm comfortable without them. I know how to win without them, so I'm going to keep doing it.
No reason to change. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Beautiful scenery, the Pacific Ocean. Ivan Stewart and that Toyota Tundra working as one. You keep the lights on all day, Ivan, for safety?
Well, I really do. It's so many times that I've had actually cars coming toward me or guys on motorcycles, whatever I'm catching, they actually see the lights, I think, and that helps me get by them. But again, right now, just having a lot of fun. And I'm listening to the radio, seeing that Dan Smith has been put in charge on behind me, so we're just kind of listening to make sure that he doesn't get too close.
We move ahead into the town of Santo Tomas, and here's Ivan bringing it through, and I think the whole village has turned out to greet you.
Well, this is where we started the 1,000 in 1998, so they're very familiar to the race.
In fact, this is exactly where I did my very first off-road race back in 1973, the same little village.
We move ahead in the race, just 60 miles to the finish at 3:27:35 p.m. Ivan, it's been a long day, but you're still the first vehicle through. Everything looking and sounding good. But just 1 minute on corrected time later, Dan Smith's going to come flying through, and it looks like both of you at this point know it's time to go racing. Welcome back to the incredible finish of the Speed Vision Desert Racing Series coverage of the 1999 Baja 500. Ivan Stewart out in front. Well, there's a gentleman that's not in a world of hurt. Ivan, everything seems to be running well for you as you come into Ensenada, and this has got to be a great feeling.
It really does. I've run trouble-free all day long, not one flat tire, not one hiccup. Throttle linkage stuck just a little teeny bit. And let me tell you, it's a good feeling to come across the finish line.
Well, Ivan crosses about 8 hours, 57 minutes, and 49 seconds after he started with an average speed of 49.94, and we talked to the champion.
The only real trouble we had was, and it really wasn't major, just the throttle started hanging up again a little bit, just enough to worry us. But other than that, we had no flats. Basically ran a pretty calm, collective race, and then at the end, Dan Smith got up, started gaining on us. We had to pick up the pace again. I ran harder the last 60 miles than we did all day. What a fun day. I got my birthday wish.
Race results are brought to you by Toyota. On the edge every day.
First overall four-wheel vehicle and first in class goes to Ivan Stewart in the Toyota Tundra with a winning time of 8:57.49.